You're listening to the Even Bigger Ideas podcast series brought to you by State of Flux. Hi there, I'm Philip Ideson, the host of the Procurious Even Bigger Ideas podcast, a 5-part podcast series available exclusively to Big Ideas digital delegates. Sponsored by State of Flux, this episode features a keynote speaker from last year's Big Ideas Summit that gave a presentation that is even more relevant today than it was 12 months ago. And so it was with that in mind that I sat down with Nick Gowing. And Nick is a visiting professor at King's College and former BBC broadcaster with over 35 years of analytical experience in diplomacy, defence and international security. And last year, Nick explained that executive leaders are experiencing the very human sensations of feeling overwhelmed, under pressure, and unable to think about unthinkables. So today we explore what, if anything, has changed in the last 12 months. So you introduced the concept of thinking the unthinkable at last year's Big Ideas Summit, but I wondered if, for listeners that were not able to participate last year, if you could just give a little background. And I guess the first question is, what's an unthinkable?
An unthinkable, it's easy to say, but it's actually things that are not being thought about inside companies, inside governments, things that have happened particularly over the last 2 or 3 years, like Putin invading Crimea, then Brexit,
Right.
then President Trump,
Right.
and who knows what is coming down the track this year with issues like the Dutch election, the French election, the German election, the uncertainties now in Hungary, the uncertainties in Poland. These are unthinkables because what is happening is that what everyone assumes is kind of stable is no longer stable.
Right.
And that's counterintuitive to the conformity, to the way everyone has developed their careers, developed their way of business. This is a very different environment. It's an unthinkable environment.